Hey friends, today I want to talk about studying while raising kids because I know that challenge is real for many of you who are going back to school. So I am hanging out today in my kitchen, this is where I spend most of my time at home because I am raising one kid while working and creating this blog for you guys. And so I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about some tips, maybe a strategy to think about this because I know every life is going to be very unique. Your circumstance is not the same as my circumstance, and I totally get that. And I do think, though, no matter what our circumstances are, there are ways we can approach it that will make it much easier for us. So here is my first big tip, and that is to figure out where are you spending your time. So take at least one whole day and really track your time. So track it out in at least half-hour increments, maybe even 15-minute increments, and that way you can just see at a glance, where is my time going? Sometimes there are surprising things you will notice there, and we can use that information to help us decide how can I be more efficient, because that's the goal, right? If you are going back to school while raising kids, working at the same time, you have got to be very efficient with your time. So knowing where you're spending it is the first place to start. And then we have to assess that commitments that we're giving to our time, because that's what they are. We are committing our time to do certain things. And we need to see, how does my current spending, we want to think like money, it's very similar because we only have a finite amount of time every day. Where is my current spending going, and does that align with my goals? So what are your priorities in life? School's probably up there. I know family is up there high for you too. And is your time fitting both of those major goals that you have? And if not, then we have to make some decisions. So I'll share with you just, to me, it didn't feel like a simple adjustment, but now when I say it, it does feel like such a simple change to make. But here's just an example of how this works. So I am admittedly a very type A personality. I like to be busy. I work really hard, and then I rest very intentionally. I rest hard too. And so when I am working, I like to have a system. I want to know what to do. Tell me what to do, I'll do that thing. I love a checklist so much. And so for years, I managed household tasks in this way. I had a list. I use a to-do app. I've talked about that a lot on here, to keep all of my household errands, so I didn't forget to do those things. So things like, vacuuming, seems like logic. We could just notice the carpet's dirty and vacuum it, but I have a hard time with that, type A. So I just had this list, and it would remind me, hey, it's been a week since you've done this, do this thing, and I would do that thing. For years, this worked for me, and I loved the system. I liked the little reminder, so I wasn't getting super behind on things, because to me, if I don't clean, then I get behind, and then I spend longer trying to do like a deep clean to take care of the neglect that I've been giving it. So that's why I had that system. But anyways, I got to a point where I was feeling really stressed out by this to-do list. I had a lot going on in life, working, raising my child. I have a toddler. You all with kids know those first few years are rough years, right? So I realized my system wasn't working for me. I did exactly what I shared with you. I took a look at my time, and I realized I was spending way too much time on cleaning and household tasks. That is not a priority in my life. I love things clean, but it was more important to me to do my job well and to take care of my family well. So what I did was I got rid of my system. I blew it up. I said, don't remind me anymore when I need to dust. Don't remind me anymore when I need to vacuum. I will just wait until I notice that things look dirty, and then I will take care of it. And I'm telling you, when I say it out loud like that, it sounds silly, but my brain was stuck in this. I had to do it this way. I had to do that task because it was on my list, and it was stressing me out to the point where I wasn't making the progress I wanted to on the things that were important to me. You may notice this in your life as well. You may not be making the results and the progress you want in your courses, but yet you are doing things that maybe are not 100% have to do things. They may feel like that, and that's where I was. I was stuck feeling like I had to do this thing, but I really did not. And I can tell you right now, if I look around my house, it's probably a little bit dusty, but you know what? It does not bother me at the least. And because I am not panicking about dusting and vacuuming right now, I'm able to make this video for you. And I hope that this little example can help you see how small shifts in where we are putting our time can have huge impacts. Maybe, dusting doesn't take a lot of time. Maybe it is 10 minutes, but it's 10 minutes every few days. I can apply those 10 minutes to studying, and I tell you what, when I focus, I can get a lot accomplished in 10 minutes of studying as well. So small tweaks are the key. You can't overhaul your life. You're not going to get hours of free time in your day, but you can free up some small pockets and then get very intentional about what you're doing with that time. Hope this helps give you some ideas. I would love to hear from you on other things that are working for you.